Hi, I'm Andrew Trundle. You're watching Enemy. We're here at Reading 2019 with Jeremy from A Day to Remember.
How's it going?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Fantastic.
You have to forgive us. We're going to have to shout because Distillers are on just there. It sounds pretty fucking great, though,
It
right?
does sound pretty great.
I mean, we could just turn this into an interview into like a Distillers karaoke session if you wanted, man. But
We could.
But how does it feel to be back? I mean, because how would you describe your history with Reading, and what does it mean to be back here today?
Oh, man. It's been a minute since we played, so nothing but positive. I mean, this is one of the biggest rock festivals in the world. Always an honor to play. And now to be asked to play right before the Foo Fighters is just incredible.
Do you
I don't
still
know
get-
how else to put it.
Do you still get like tingles when you scream like, "Hello, Reading"? Do you have any
Yeah.
Bon Jovi moments?
For sure, of course. You know, you come out there, like, that's that first interaction with the crowd. You know, it's kind of like a tester to see how they're feeling, so
Yeah.
it's always good.
Amazing. And only one step from the top, man. I mean, there's only one way to go from there.
Exactly. You kind of know where you got to go. So you got a hill to climb, or they're fucking primed and ready. So let's go.
A Day to Remember, headlining what's realistic, 2021?
2021, man, that's a minute away, isn't it? Wow. Definitely by then.
Yeah. That's kind of terrifying, because I was talking to someone about this the other day, how it's nearly the end of the decade.
Yeah.
That seems surreal, right?
I actually have not thought about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, how are you going to define the last decade? I mean, what do you think represents it for you?
Oh, wow. Define it? Without a doubt, best 10 years of my life. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'll look back at it fondly for that so far.
You're going to hit the ground running with the next decade as well, because is the new record coming out this year, early next year?
I believe it's at the tail end of this year, so.
Bad Vibrations was sort of founded from sort of bad chemistry and sort of negative vibes.
Yeah.
How would you describe the mood in the camp on this record?
The mood of the camp, I would say positive. And I think that shows in the songs too. It kind of feels like a happier record than we wrote in a minute or ever. But definitely the happiest record we've wrote to date.
Yeah.
Which is exciting for me. And the name of the game this time was collaboration, you know, like get in a room together, get in a room with other people that inspire us, and let's just see what comes out. Write some good songs, and that's what this record's gonna be.
So is there still a tinge of darkness, or is it just like, is this an album just pure optimism and pure love?
For sure. I mean, there's hints of it everywhere, but you know, I wouldn't say as a whole it's that. So there are songs here and there that have those topics, those moods, but for the most part, like, it's pretty positive.
So what would you say has been lyrically inspiring you then? Because Degenerates seems like a track for rogues and renegades. I mean, is this an album that draws battle lines, or?
It's actually the complete opposite of that. I've actually been getting a lot of people say that,
Yeah.
and for good reason. I've been playing around on this record with this thing that I'm really inspired by in the country world. Actually, Casey Musgraves, are you
Yeah,
familiar?
yeah.
So she's got this song, Space Cowboy, and I just loved how in the chorus, like, you see the title of the song, you think you know exactly what she's talking about, but then that chorus hits, and it's a completely different subject or a completely different meaning than you thought the song was going to be about. And that just, I thought that was one of the coolest things. So that really inspired me lyrically to, how can I talk about a subject and just flip it on its head when that chorus hits, when that tagline comes. And in that song, Or So They Say, is really important, the post-chorus. So, like, if you really pay attention to the lyrics, that completely flips the meaning of the song, which is like, that's what other people assume by looking at someone. And that's where the line, why do we judge a book by its cover? Why do we judge all books by our covers? Or whatever it is, I forget my own lyrics. But that's mainly what the song's about, judging others for the way they look rather than on their merits. So that's what the song's about. We should have put the lyrics up with the song. I think a lot of people got that flipped, but yeah.
Amazing. And so, is there a message to the album beyond this one? I mean, can you crystallize it that simply?
Honestly, no. Like every A Day to Remember record, all these islands exist on their own little island, you know? Like, we're never going out and specifically trying to write a specific thing. We kind of just let the idea evolve into whatever is best for the idea. So they all have their own themes and talk about their own little things, and they're very much islands on the album, similar to Common Courtesy,
Yeah.
I would say.
And so the last record had like touches of like Viking metal and some nice little surprises.
Yeah.
What kind of surprises do you have in store with this record?
You know, you're right. It did have like a little hint of it, you know, that influence. I think in one of the songs we go even more in the hardcore direction, more influenced by real deal hardcore bands that are more modern on some tracks. We did one with Will Putney. He's awesome, heavy producer. If you're not familiar, he's amazing. So there's a song that has influences like that. There's songs that have more of a modern metal influence. And then it goes all over the place. There's something that's influenced by something like Tom Petty, or it's just everywhere, like Every Day to Remember record.
And that track with Marshmello was a banger.
Thank you.
Any more kind of surprising left turns in the bag?
We'll have to see.
Would you ever go full EDM? Can you dance is a question.
I cannot dance. I think if you really looked at all of our past catalog, you'd understand that, but no, I cannot. So no plans on being EDM artist anytime soon.
But you don't need to dance to make dance music, though. It's true.
That's true. I'll just put a bunch of production in front of me, so like no one will even know.
Pyro.
Exactly. Pyro hides everything.
And so what does the rest of 2019 have in store?
We're just gonna put out this record and get ready for a new cycle. Go play these songs for people.
Are we going to see you back in the UK soon, or is this just a teaser of what's to come?
This is a teaser of what's to come. There isn't anything set in stone, but I'm sure we'll absolutely be here by next year. So.
Well, earlier this year was the 10th anniversary of Homesick, which is a record that is like deeply embedded in a lot of your fans' hearts.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever does those kind of landmark things mean anything to you? Like, does a decade of Homesick something you want to celebrate, or are you too busy focusing on the future?
You know, the thing with that was, of course, that's something that we want to celebrate, but at the same time, there's something, it just didn't seem right yet. Not yet for us. We had just done that 15-year celebration tour right before it. So it's just like, that would feel, doing something like that back to back, it just didn't feel right for the moment. And there's also something about just the fact that people expect it. You know what I mean? Like, let's wait. Let's wait until the time's right, not just because, it's been 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, if you love it today, I'm hoping you're going to love it whenever we play that show.
What do you think it is about that record that has like such a close connection to your fans?
You know, it's crazy. Reflecting on it all these years later, I think it was a lot of things, you know, like just the amount of people that connected with it all across the world, you know. That's a bigger conversation. There is just, you know, just everybody's story's been different, and it's just been crazy how many people it really did touch.
Sweet. And what's the first thing you're going to do when this interview's over?
First thing I'm going to do when the interview's over, continue to get ready to play.
You're not going to go out and explore, eat some of Reading Festival's excellent cuisine?
Actually, I've already done that. I had a Korean chicken bao, I believe it's called. It's pretty decent.
That's
Can't complain, yeah.
Because the normal fare is just kind of like Yorkshire pudding full of any random...
Exactly. You know, they're going all out here, taking care of people. We appreciate you.
Well, good luck tonight, man.
Thank you.
See you on stage.
Appreciate it.
Thanks so much for your time, man.
Yeah.
Cheers.